Business cash advance companies give you a set amount of money up front and buy a portion of your future credit and debit card receivables. Every time you make a sale with a credit or debit card, the company takes a small cut until you've paid off the advance in full. In this video, we'll talk about each of the 8 options on our list of merchant cash advance companies. We'll also answer some of the most common questions about how business cash advances work and how they compare to other types of small business loans. Best business cash advance companies. If you're searching for a merchant cash advance (MCA) for your business, you'll want to compare different companies very carefully. Unfortunately, there are a variety of predatory merchant cash advance providers in the space, so you'll want to be sure you fully vet your options before signing any MCA agreement. This being said, to help you get started, we've compiled a list of the top merchant cash advance companies. Number 1. Rapid Finance. With only 3 months in business and a minimum personal credit score of 550 required, Rapid Finance is a great merchant cash advance company for both startups and businesses with bad credit. Rapid Finance offers merchant cash advances in amounts up to $500,000 with factor rates starting at 1.22. You can apply for an MCA from Rapid Finance quickly and easily online and receive funding as fast as 24 hours. To apply, Rapid Finance only requires 4 documents: government-issued photo ID, voided check from your business checking account, last 3 statements from your business bank account, last 3 credit card processing statements. Although Rapid Finance may be a little more expensive than some of their merchant cash advance company competitors, they're fast, flexible, with the option for daily or weekly payments, and worth considering for those who can't qualify for other loan products. Plus, Rapid Finance also offers short-term loans, lines of credit, among other financing options, so you may also find that another solution from Rapid can meet your funding needs. Number 2. Can Capital. Although Can Capital offers lower advance amounts than Rapid Finance, they're also a worthwhile option for startups with at least 6 months in business, as well as businesses with bad credit, as they have no minimum credit score requirement. In addition to their short-term loans, Can Capital offers merchant cash advances in amounts up to $250,000 with factor rates ranging from 1.15 to 1.48. It is important to note, however, that Can Capital charges a $595 administrative fee on all MCA products. This being said, Can Capital requires daily repayments for their MCAs, and they estimate most of their customers take 6 to 18 months to pay back the advance. As with most merchant cash advance companies, Can Capital can provide funding very quickly in as few as 2 business days. You can apply for an MCA from Can Capital with minimal paperwork online and receive funds as fast as the next business day after approval. Number 3. National Funding. Another merchant cash advance company to consider is National Funding. They offer advances up to $250,000 with automatic daily repayments. They're one of the fastest merchant cash advance companies out there, with the ability to offer same-day approvals and get the money in your bank account in as few as 24 hours. You can pre-qualify for national funding if you've been in business at least 1 year and your monthly credit card transactions are over $3,000, making this MCA company a good option for businesses that might lower revenue volumes. To get started, you just need to fill out an online application and send in the last 4 months of credit card processing statements. National Funding's factor rates range between approximately 1.17 and 1.36, which puts them roughly on par with Can Capital in terms of cost. Number 4. Reliant Funding. Next on our merchant cash advance companies list is Reliant Funding. Reliant offers MCAs in amounts up to $400,000 with factor rates that range based on your business's qualifications. Of all the MCA companies out there, Reliant Funding has one of the fastest and easiest online application processes, allowing you to submit your application in just minutes and receive an approval within hours. To qualify for funding from Reliant, you need to have at least 6 months in business and $10,000 in monthly credit and debit card sales. With no minimum credit score requirement, however, Reliant is a worthwhile option for businesses with bad credit. In addition, Reliant requires no personal collateral or assets, can provide funds the next day, and serves a variety of industries. Overall, Reliant is a top option for businesses that need financing fast. Number 5. Kalamata Capital Group. Although Kalamata Capital Group has higher qualification requirements compared to some of the other merchant capital advance companies on our list, their factor rates also start pretty low, at only 1.12. Therefore, if you can meet their requirements, at least 1 year in business, a credit score of $500,000 and $250,000 in annual revenue, you may be able to access a more affordable MCA compared to other options on the market. This being said, Kalamata also offers MCAs in larger amounts, up to $500,000. To apply for a merchant cash advance from Kalamata Capital Group, you can contact one of their 3 US locations. According to their website, Kalamata can provide approval for financing in as little as 3 hours, making this merchant cash advance company another great option for fast funding. Number 6. Libertas Funding. Of all the merchant cash advance companies on our list, Libertas Funding offers the largest advance amounts, up to $1 million. To qualify for an MCA from Libertas, you need to have at least 6 months in business, a minimum credit score of 550, and annual revenue of $150,000. You can apply for an MCA from Libertas quickly and easily online and receive a decision within 24 hours. Once you've agreed to your offer, you can receive funds in your bank account within 24 to 72 hours. Libertas offers repayment on a daily or weekly basis, and according to their website, repayment terms typically range from 3 to 12 months. In terms of fees, Libertas charges a 3% administrative processing fee, as well as factor fees which vary based on your business qualifications. Additionally, Libertas offers both prepayment and loyalty discounts. On the whole, Libertas is another worthwhile option for quick access to funds, especially for businesses looking for MCAs in larger amounts. Number 7. Square Capital. If you're a Square customer, a merchant cash advance through Square Capital could be one of the easiest ways for you to access financing. With Square Capital, Square offers MCAs to businesses that use their platform for payment processing. And because Square works with select borrowers using their service, these merchant cash advances are more affordable than other options. Square provides between $300 and $100,000 in capital to Square sellers. There aren't any strict eligibility requirements, but Square looks at your processing volume and account history. If you show a steady history of credit and debit card sales, you could qualify for an advance. Square charges factor rates of about 1.1 to 1.16, which, as we mentioned, puts them on the more affordable end of merchant cash advances. This being said, the entire advance must be repaid in full within 18 months of approval. If you accept payments through Square, then you should definitely check in your Square dashboard to see if you qualify. Number 8. PayPal Working Capital. Similar to Square, PayPal is another payment processing company that also provides merchant cash advances. Their merchant cash advance product is called PayPal Working Capital. PayPal can extend you an advance in an amount that's equal to 35% of your annual PayPal sales, with a cap of $97,000 for your first advance. To qualify for PayPal Working Capital, you must have a PayPal Business or Premier account for at least 3 months. In addition, you must be processing at least $20,000 in annual PayPal sales or be projected to do so if you have a Premier account, or at least $15,000 or be projected to do so in annual PayPal sales if you have a business PayPal account. In terms of MCA fees, you'll pay 10% to 30% of your daily PayPal sales, plus a flat fee determined by the daily percentage, loan amount, and PayPal sales history with this product. Although PayPal offers some flexibility in the repayment percentage that you want to be deducted from your daily credit and debit card sales, you are required to meet a minimum repayment requirement every 90 days. With this in mind, however, if you're a PayPal customer looking for a simple and affordable way to access financing, turning to PayPal Working Capital might be a viable option for you. At the end of the day, if you find yourself needing quick cash for your business, you might be tempted to work with merchant cash advance companies. After all, they can give you capital within just a few days, and repayment is flexible. going up or down based on your sales revenues. Keep cost in mind though, MCAs can really impede your cash flow and harm your business's long-term financial health. Therefore, you'll always want to determine if there's a more affordable option before opting for a merchant cash advance. On the other hand, if you think an MCA is the only option available, you'll want to ensure that you work with a reputable provider like the ones we've discussed here, as well as thoroughly review all of the terms, conditions, and fees before signing any merchant cash advance agreement for your business.